Jose Garcia Villa, he is a poet, a critic, a short story writer, and a painter. Jose Garcia Villa was born in Singalong, Manila on August 5, 1908. His parents were Simeon Villa, who is a personal possession of Revolutionary of General Emilio Aguinaldo, and Gea Garcia. He graduated from the UP High School in 1925 and enrolled in the pre-med course. Jose Garcia Villa in personal in 1946. Villa married to Rosemary Lamb. He had two sons, Randall and Lance. They annulled 10 years later. He had three grandchildren, Jordan Villa, Sarah Villa Stokes, and Rose Villa. Villa was especially close to his nieces, Rove Priscilla Milagrosa Villanueva, Maria Luisa Cohen, and Maria Villanueva. Villa also won first prize poetry category of UP Golden Jubilee Literary Contest in 1958. Jose Garcia Villa is a young native of the Philippines who studied of University of New Mexico. Recently, he been connected with the Columbia University Library in New York and with the Philippine in Washington. Jose Garcia Villa Footnote to Youth collection of a short story as her first collection. Poetry collections include Diviglion's collected poems, Poems 55 and Poems in the Praise of Love, the best love poems of Jose Garcia Villa. Author, Filipino author, national artist, literature, and some of his are literary and critical works. He used Diviglion as a pen name derived from the words dove, eagle, and lion. Based on the characters he derived from himself, which he believed it was his true person. Jose Garcia Villa was awarded the National Artist of the Philippines title for literature in 1973, as well the Guggenheim Fellowship in Creative Writing for Conrad Aiken. He is known to have introduced reversed consonants rhyme scheme in writing poetry, as well as the extensive use of punctuation marks, especially commas, which made him known as the comma poet. Villa's pen name Diviglion contains his collected poetry, including rare and previously unpublished materials. Here are some Villa's literary works. Villa's first published Philippine short stories, Best 25 Short Stories of 1928 to 1929, that were mostly published in the literary magazine Philippine Free Press. For that year, in 1929, he published a collection of erotic poems called Man Songs. His collection was met with some controversy, but that same he selected for the best story from the Philippine Free Press magazine for a story called Mer Inisa. With the 1,000 pesos he won as a prize, he migrated to the United States and published a mimeograph literary magazine wherein he was one of the founders of Clay. His first collection of short stories were published under the title Footnote to Youth in 1933. It is Footnote to Youth because it is a brief reminder for the Filipinos, especially the youth, of what a real life could be today. After he published Many Voices in 1939, He followed publishing poems by Diviglione in 1941. Villia's work in both poetry and challenging traditional poetic style continues to have an impact in modern poetry both for members of the poetry community and other Asian American writers. Villia was considered as a powerful literary influence in the Philippines throughout much on the 21st century, although he had lived most of his life in the United States. Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia Villa. Footnote to Youth is a 1932 short story set in the Philippines and concentrated on Dodong, a farmer's son who marries young. When 17-year-old, Dodong decides to marry his sweetheart, Tiang. His father feels that Dodong is too young to marry but he is unable to stop him. Dodong becomes a father 9 months after marrying Tiang. The two go on to have many more children together, and both are often unhappy. At age 18, their eldest son, Blas, announces his own decision to marry, and Dodong knows he can do nothing to change Blas' mind.